We've learned a second firefighter in Kansas City, Missouri has died from COVID-19. The department announced the death of Captain Robert Rocha this morning. KMBC 9's Bianca Beltran is joining us live, and you spoke with some people who knew him, Bianca.
Right, Emily. His friends call him Bobby, and they say that he loved coming here, singing karaoke and riding his motorcycle. And right now, many of his friends and fellow firefighters are together here, mourning together, and they say that they are just shocked. Bobby died early this morning, and they said they knew that he had COVID-19 and that he was in the hospital, but thought that he would recover. And he was 60 years old. He worked for the Kansas City Fire Department for 29 years. He was a captain and a mentor to many of the young firefighters that he helped train.
Think about the best person you've ever met in your life. That's who Bobby was to everybody that he's ever come across. Okay? And just wear your mask. Just do what you can do to help.
And he is the second firefighter in Kansas City to die from COVID-19 this year since March. We're told that 178 Kansas City, Missouri firefighters have tested positive for COVID-19. There are currently 73 active cases and one other firefighter hospitalized. Reporting in Kansas City, Missouri, I'm Bianca Beltran, KMBC 9 News.
Such a tough loss. Our hearts certainly go out to his friends, family, and his department. Now, Fire Chief Donna Lake released a statement saying his passing represents a personal loss to all of us who knew him. And Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas says Captain Rocha honorably served Kansas City for years, touching an immeasurable number of lives with his heroism along the way. Information about Captain Rocha's funeral is expected to be announced in the coming days. Here are the latest coronavirus numbers. Missouri's 7-day rolling average of positive cases is sitting at 4,300 per day. That is down slightly from yesterday. Kansas is reporting 5,900 new cases since Wednesday. The state will give us more updated numbers on Monday. The positivity rate is going down slightly in both states. In Missouri, the 7-day positivity rate is 23.5%. In Kansas, the monthly positivity rate is 19.3%. The CDC now says most coronavirus infections are spread by people who don't have symptoms. The agency reports 24% of spread is from asymptomatic people. About a third is from those who are pre-symptomatic, and 41% of the spread is from people with COVID-19 symptoms. The CDC says asymptomatic spread is why wearing masks is so important. Right now, world leaders are focusing on the virus and how to distribute COVID-19 vaccines. The first ever virtual G20 summit is taking place this weekend. Britt Conway has a closer look at who will be first in line to get a vaccine once it's authorized in the U.S.
Addressing a global crisis. World leaders, including President Donald Trump, participating in a virtual G20 summit.
This has been an extraordinary year. The COVID-19 pandemic has been an unprecedented shock that affected the entire world.
The weekend event, hosted by Saudi Arabia, focusing on coronavirus and how to distribute funds for vaccines. G20 countries have put $11 trillion into pandemic economic recovery efforts this year.
The resurgence of the pandemic in many regions requires, once again, difficult decisions.
This comes as the world welcomes news that the FDA could authorize Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use as early as December 10th.
We don't really look at these issues of cost. We look more at who is going to receive the best impact from these vaccines.
According to a CDC immunization expert, high-risk individuals could be among those who receive a coronavirus vaccine first, including healthcare providers, hospital employees, and nursing home residents. News of a possible vaccine could not come at a more urgent time. Nearly every state in the U.S. is reporting a surge in cases, including California, where a curfew goes into effect Saturday.
What are we to do? We're going to have to do the very best we can. We're going to have to take steps that are going to be extremely disruptive.
Britt Conway, KMBC 9 News.
The FDA has sent warning letters to companies selling products that falsely claim to treat COVID-19. The agency says OraCare Health Rinse and OraCare Operatory Pre-Rinsing Set are advertised as being able to kill the coronavirus. The FDA says these are misbranded and unapproved new drugs. The companies have 48 hours to respond to the FDA about steps to correct the violations. If they don't, they could face legal action. KCI expects to see a major drop in travel over this Thanksgiving holiday because of the pandemic. Officials predict nearly 180,000 people will fly in and out of KCI between now and December 1st. That is a 55% drop from last year. The airport has a number of precautions in place to keep flyers safe. Masks and social distancing are required. Plexiglass shields are also in place and surfaces are being cleaned regularly. Health officials are concerned that travel and family gatherings will only fuel the spread of the virus. Sally Kidd is in Washington with advice from experts.
The safest choice is just to stay home. Experts say they're recommending not traveling for Thanksgiving at all. Thanksgiving, time for turkey and all the trimmings, gathering with family and friends. But this is 2020.
Any type of social interaction, the virus is going to be with you.
COVID-19 could be the unwelcome guest at your dinner table. And that's why health experts say Americans must consider the risks.
The more households you invite, the more the risk is going to be.
Doctors at Johns Hopkins University say staying home, foregoing a traditional get-together with extended family and friends offers the lowest risk. But if you must go, driving your personal car can be less risky than taking a bus, train, or airplane to get there.
Although evidence does suggest air circulated in planes is not the biggest threat, crowded airports with lots of high-touch surfaces are high risk.
And because the virus spreads easier indoors, experts recommend holding your gathering outside while still using masks, social distancing, and hand washing.
If you have to be indoors, do open the windows, turn on fans, increase ventilation, turn on your central AC or heating for that continuous circulation, and remind guests that they may need to dress in layers.
And even though Thanksgiving is just one day, remember you'll be bringing with you all the exposures you've had over the 14 days leading up to the event, and guests should be monitoring for symptoms in the 14 days following Thanksgiving. Reporting from Washington, I'm Sally Kidd.
Health experts also recommend bringing your own utensils, plates, and glasses if you can. Douglas County is hosting mass testing sites for people without symptoms this weekend. These are free to Douglas County residents, but you do have to make an appointment. Tomorrow, you can get tested at two locations, Lecompton Elementary School and Eudora Community Center.